What's going on, guys? It's the Left-Handed Monkey, and welcome to another edition of M.O.A.R. Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel.
M.O.A.R.
Monkey on a Rebel. I see a monkey rolling down my block. Is he in a gang? Does he tote them things? I saw a monkey rolling down my... Anyways, guys, so what are we going to talk about today? But what else is there to talk about today but Super Bowl weekend? Is there anything more important going on this weekend? Maybe it's somebody's birthday. Maybe somebody's getting married. It doesn't even matter. Why'd you do it this weekend? I know you can't control your birthday, but still, shit, it's Super Bowl weekend. No one gives a fuck. Everybody's looking at their watch, say, hey, I gotta get out of here. The Super Bowl's gonna be on in a few minutes. But anyways, guys, let's talk about it. Who's your pick? I don't know when this video is actually gonna come out, but whenever it comes out, just tell me your pick. I'm gonna try my best to get it out before the actual Super Bowl, or this video will be irrelevant anyways. But first and foremost, oh my god, it feels so amazing to get out on my bike. Today the weather actually got up to 49 degrees. 49 degrees. When was it that someone said, oh my god, it's so hot out here. It's 49 degrees. That's oh, see, I like to keep going. You turn red on me, well, I'm going right on you. Oh, it feels so good. Get on this bike, just go around. Go, Rebel, go! He don't want to go, but it's all good. So, back to the Super Bowl. Who do you guys got? Now, before I tell you my pick, I'll just tell you what I think, okay? So, there's this big hoopla about the weather being so bad in New York where they're having this game. The winds, the cold, how Peyton Manning can't, play in any of that, and the whole thing about him throwing ducks and stuff like that. Well, obviously the ducks can't fly in the wind too well. It's just gonna lead to an interception or whatnot. And how, the Seattle's all about the running game, yada yada. This is not a football talk or anything. It's nothing you hardcore fans don't already know that I could tell you, right? So, considering all that, I just want to go into the fact that I've been doing a little bit of the sports betting, doing a little bit of the sports betting. Not much, because I don't do big sports betting, because I think it's I somewhat think it's all rigged. And I was telling you guys that I've been doing the sports betting on this this app called Sports Betting, right? Great name. And yeah, there were some games that were very fishy. I'll give you one example. There was a Laker game that I bet on. I'm a Laker fan. Not so much these days. I'm waiting for the jelly bean to come back. But there's this one game where I just needed to cover a spread. I actually bet against the Lakers, okay? And for the other team to cover the spread, I was right there. There was no way for the Lakers to win. No way for the Lakers to win. They were down by 4. The spread was like, what was it? What was the spread? 3 or something? So, hey, if the other team was winning by 4, that means I'm winning. They beat the spread on the Lakers. And so, Paul Gasol gets the ball in the last few seconds. No way to win, right, guys? No way to win. Even if he puts up 2 points, they'll still lose by 2 because there's only a couple seconds left on the clock. This motherfucker, trade him now. Paul Gasol tries so hard. You should see me rant about it. Just ask my girl how I was ranting about it. And this is not even for real money, this is just fake sports betting. But he tried so hard to put in that last fucking layup. They could have just held the ball and just said, there's just really no way. Because the ball was inside. He could only get 2 points. If he kicks it out, there's just no way to get a 3 off in time. And this guy throws it up once, misses, tries so hard to get the rebound, and so hard to get it back up in the bucket. Defender all in his face saying, what you doing? And he puts it in. And you know what happens when he puts it in? The other team only wins by 2. if the other team only wins by 2 and my spread is 3, then I'm fucked. And after that, I was just like, oh no, oh no. The sports betting world feels a bit corrupt. And I'm not gonna go into the other examples because I can't think of it off my head right now, but I've been ranting and raving about sports betting. You should see all the conspiracy theories. Oh, let me just give you one more, okay? Let me just give you a historical one. Okay, so I bet for Houston, was it Houston versus another team? I bet for the score to be over because, you know, Houston scores in bunches and they were having a good shooting streak. I go, okay, Houston's gonna give us at least 100 something plus, and the other team on any given night will give you 100 something. So I bet the over. I bet the over on that, and Houston scored about 70 something points in the first half. You know, add that with the other team's points, and oh man, we're good. There's just no way for them not to go over the over under, right? Which was like 200 points or something like that. Oh, why didn't I open that? Now that it's open, I can breathe. But anyways, so Houston decides, hey, you know what? We just saw that Monkey put in a fake bet. This is not even a real bet, guys. They said, we saw Monkey put in a fake bet for us to go over 200. You know what? Let's just put in the lowest scoring second half in history. That's what they did to win that bet. Oh my God, I would have been so mad if that was real money. I'd be screaming foul. Well, I'm still screaming foul till this day, ain't I? They scored the lowest amount of points. They scored 7 points, if my memory doesn't fail me, in the third quarter, and then they scored like 9 points in the fourth quarter. All they had to do was score like a normal human being. They just had to score like a normal team, and we would have been fine. We would have made the over. The other team did his thing, got like 100 points. And Houston, I think, ended that game with like 90 points. Oh, I was like, it took history to beat me on that bet. It took history being made to beat me on that bet. Oh God, you know, as I talk about this, the other one, the other bet I made is actually coming to me, and that was a Clippers game where Clippers scored the lowest amount of points in the third quarter of the season, so that my over bet would go bunk also. Oh, I love it. I love it. But anyways, how does this tie into the Super Bowl? Well, why do you think? There's got to be some aspects of the game, because we're dealing with so much money, right? You can't buy out the big players. They got too much money to be bought out. You could always buy out the little players, and there's a lot of players in the NFL that make under $500,000, you know, and to support their lifestyle, $500,000 ain't gonna do shits. But this is all conspiracy theory. If we want to talk, let's talk about the game being legit then. Okay, let's just talk on the naive level, since we don't know, and that's what naive means, right? It's just not that you're stupid, it's just that you don't, and none of us really know. Some of us claim to know that it's all corrupt, but hey, none of us really know. Unless you're on the inside. But so given all the weather factors, I'll just tell you, I'm smitten by Peyton Manning. I want this to be the fairy tale for him. He seems such a nice guy, you know. He got the big 5 head going on, you know. I respect that. More brain, right? Bigger forehead, more brain, I guess. So, I am going for the Broncos. At this moment, I think they are minus 2.5 on the spreadsheet, which is fine. I mean, this is football. I mean, points go out. What is that? That's just one field goal kick. So, I'll put in my bet for the Broncos. But I never bet big. I would not bet big. Maybe $20, you know, something like that. If you guys don't sports bet, don't sports bet. You just pull out your hair, because Oh my god, you'll see so much shenanigans going on that you just don't know what to say, you know? So that's my pick. You guys tell me your picks, and if you guys have any stories, I love gambling stories, especially failing gambling stories, because those are always the most hilarious. You don't want to hear about the guy, yeah, I bet everything on the 49ers, and I lost. Wait a minute, that's a losing tale. I won. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear how rich you are when we're still poor. We don't want to hear that shit. Anyways, you know what, guys? This reminds me of this one guy, okay? His name is John. There's so many Johns out there, I don't even have to hide his name. So this guy, John, right? Now, you know this motherfucker is a sports gambler off the bat. Now, this is before I knew him a long time ago, and I knew him from a friend, okay? He wasn't even my fucking friend. And this guy is the epitome of a sports gambler slash just straight up gambler. Look, I'm the only person here. This light will never turn fucking green. It will never turn green. So what we gotta do, we gotta make our own streets. I heard there's a law somewhere in some other states where motorcyclists could just go ahead and go. You don't want to turn green? Fuck you then. Anyways, so this motherfucker named John, okay, I should have known something was wrong. I remember a long time ago we went bowling. And this guy goes, okay, you know what, let's bet on something. All right, okay, the symptoms are ready, but you know, normal people do that too. But this is why this guy's not gonna be normal, okay? So the bet was that, you know, the team that loses treats the other team out to, say, appetizers or something afterwards. Simple enough. My team loses, and we take out his team, which is just 2-on-2. It's not really, it's just two dudes, right? I'm just turning anywhere, so don't mind me. We take him out to eat, blah, 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 blah. And next time we go bowling again, we beat his fucking team, and they're supposed to buy us a bowl of pho or something like that. And this bitch ducks us from that point on. He literally ducks us because literally afterwards we could just say, hey, you know what? Let's just go to this pho place. I mean, it was like 9 o'clock. This restaurant closes at 12. Let's go. And he was like, no, I gotta go home. You know, I'll get you guys back next time. And this motherfucker ducks us. And me, being a sweet person that I am, I don't go after people and ask them for like what they owe me. You know, I expect you to be like me, you know? If I owe somebody, I'm going to find you and pay you back. But this bitch ducks you, and the next time I see him, because I did see him again, I don't know why my friend still keeps in contact with him, he just never brings it up. He never brings it up. And there's even more stories, okay? It's like, guys, we all know somebody like this, right? I'm assuming we all know somebody just this. He has just no class, you know? No integrity whatsoever, because he's a fucking degenerate gambler. You know, I don't like to know gamblers, like real hardcore gamblers, like people that just gamble now and again. I like you. It's all good. You're not spending your mortgage on shit. You know this guy's poor. John, I just bet anything his bank account, his minus with a fat ass credit card bill. That's it. I just know it. Okay, so what's another story of John? Oh, this is the fucking most hilarious story I have ever witnessed, okay? So my friend, right? He's a good guy too. Calls out John out to eat. And my friend, and John says, oh yeah, that's cool, I have a coupon. Because he's lame, right? No, not that he's lame. I believe in coupons too. I take that back. But, where the fuck am I? Anyways, I'll find my way home, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. So, John says, yeah, I have a coupon. And so he uses his coupon at the end, which is a buy one, get one free coupon for the entrees at the Humperdinks down here. And literally does not pull out his wallet. All he pulled out was that coupon. So what he was doing was my friend buy his meal and John gets his free. It's not like, oh yeah, we'll do half, you know, buy one get one free, and we'll just all pay half the bill. That sounds legit. Everybody saves money, but no, only John is saving money. He got a belly full of food in his stupid belly. and only my friend pays. My friend's too nice to just call him out on it. I called him out on it. I literally did. I just said, wait a minute. Well, shouldn't you guys split the bill in half? And this motherfucker ignores the shit out of me, right? Ignores the hell out of me. But I'll let my friend get suckered. Hey, if you can be suckered, get suckered, right? I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna make a right over here, because I don't care. Talking about John is very annoying, because I've known plenty of cheapskates in my life. You know why? Because I know a lot of Asians in my life. I'm Asian, I can say that? Nah, it's still racist. Who gives a fuck? A lot of Asian people are cheap. Hey, but a lot of other races I know are fucking filthy cheap shit. I hate cheap people. If you guys know cheap people, just stay away. You can't gain anything from their friendship, because they will always want to gain something from you. Okay? Just remember that. They will be nice to you. They will like give you little things only as a build up to when they could ask you for a fucking favor that trumps like 10 times or 100 times what you ever gave them. My hands are going like this right now. I turned into a black girl talking about this shit. Because cheap people, they're the, oh my god, they're the bane of anybody's existence if you could recognize it. And you know what? The worst cheap people are the fucking degenerate gamblers. That's why. Because they waste all their money. Their money actually goes up in smokes. They just don't understand why. That gambling, the house has the advantage. They put it right there in their website. This is just for entertainment purposes. What you're doing, if you want to make an analogy of this, is you're playing video games for a lot of money. Just think about a Street Fighter machine that is like $5 to play a game, right? That's it. And then if you suck, which everybody sucks at casinos, you lose your money. But you keep putting it in and playing again. You lose, you win, you lose, you win, you lose. The loss is just way too much for the wins to catch up to. So guess what? You go home broke and you're a degenerate gambler. I'm gonna say it again. Where am I? Okay, I think I know where I am. I'm trying to avoid big roads too, but I gotta make my decisions right here. I'm gonna turn right here. Actually, I would have liked to have gone straight. I don't know what's over there. All right, let's go. So John. I actually knew another guy named Michael. These guys have the most typical names. Even their names are cheap. You know? No offense to Johns and Michaels, but hey, let's just be on the real. There's just a lot of Johns and Michaels, right? All right. So I knew a guy named Michael, and he wanted to come visit me. And he said, hey, can I borrow your car? I'm like, oh, well, I got to go to work some days, so I kind of need my car. And then later, like, you know, in jest, but no one ever says yes to this, right? No one ever says yes to an offer of this magnitude. I was like, you want me to rent a car for you? That was my offer. Do you want me to rent a car for you? What is the decent answer to something like that? No, of course not. I'll rent my own fucking car, right? Nah, this bitch, he said, okay. And I'm like, hey, fuck you, don't come. I'm serious, guys. I'm serious, don't test me. If you test me enough, and I start to see your character, I cut people like that, baby. I turn into Dexter. I just cut you. I don't even give a fuck. I don't feel shit, because once I figure out what you're about, you're done, son. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. And that's it. I cut him. I haven't talked to him for the past year or so. You know, he tried to text me and stuff, but you know what? After all these years, I get the picture. And I don't need you. You don't need people like that in your life. You just It's just like, it's just rotten. He's the kind of guy that's gonna borrow money in the future. This guy. I don't know if John has any friends, because I don't think he makes any time to make friends besides if he needs something from them. But yeah, I still haven't got my bowl of pho from John. Nothing like that. That guy would just duck me forever, and he has bad breath. I'm serious. This fucking, what is that shit called? Halitosis or some shit like that? ×2, this motherfucker got halitosis ×2 in his fucking 2 front teeth. Or something, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to my lake. Because I think I've worked myself up a little bit. There's only so much the rebel can do to keep my blood pressure down. Not that you're not doing a good job, baby. Alright. A funny thing about his bad breath was, my friend called me, ladies, let's meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings. And so him and John and my friend sat across from me at the table, enjoying our wings. Well, they were enjoying their wings because John kept shooting me with his shit breath as he was talking about some football game or something. Back then I gave a shit about football or sports betting, and that's what he was talking about because he's a degenerate gambler. So he kept shooting me, and then later my friend asked me later, he goes, why do you keep looking off into the distance or something, like, because he noticed like my head kept turning at odd moments. Nah, it wasn't odd moments, those were designated turns to hide from John's fucking halitosis, if that's the actual thing I keep saying as if it's meant for bad breath, but I think it is. So every time he would tell me something, I just turned my head, man. Fuck. I was eating shit-covered wings that day. Anyways, guys. The last time we were here, we were telling you about the lost package. You guys want to know about that? It's still lost. I gave the person that commissioned the painting most of their money back. He was gracious enough to let me keep some of it because he knows I put in work. Oh, ducks. The world's full of shit, but we must inform the people of the shit that we notice. That's what more is gonna be about. Maybe I should put more on the Monkey Paints channel, you know? I just upload them both. Nah, I don't like uploading 2 videos. It'll take forever. Ah, look at all these ducks. They don't have worries, huh? You guys, who do you guys got? You guys got the Broncos or the Seahawks? You guys don't like Seahawks, right? Birds don't like other birds, do they? Ducks, birds of a feather stick together. You guys don't like the Seahawks, and go for the fucking Broncos. They never do shit to you. So the Ducks have picked the Broncos. I picked the Broncos. Even at -2.5, it still looks good. I don't think the weather's gonna be anything. But what the fuck do I know about football? Anyways, guys, I am the left-handed monkey. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my rants on this M.O.A.R video. Peace out.
M.O.A.R. Monkey on a rebel. 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 I see a monkey.